Dr. Dre did an interview responding to all the people out there that criticize Kendrick Lamar for not dropping enough music. The people that say, you know, Kendrick can't be considered this or can't be considered that because he only drops an album every 3 years. You know, you have a lot of people out there that use that as a knock against Kendrick Lamar's greatness. Despite his classic albums, despite the quality of music, they feel like he should put out more music. Recently, Zaire Franklin, the linebacker of the Indianapolis Colts, was doing an interview with Joe Budden, and he said the same thing.
Crazy. And I was like, just like we just said.
Right there.
You go down the street, you hearing Gunna. So why is he not top 3 in the rap game?
It's top 3 in the rap game right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I can give you that.
Rappers in the rap game, though. I mean,
I put him over.
It's hard for me to really put
Exactly.
Kendrick in these
That's what I'm
conversations.
saying, because
Joe,
it's not
trying not to,
anymore.
but
That's what I'm saying. It's
Kendrick
not
don't drop
anymore.
enough music for me personally. I think it's like a weird battle. That was kind of my whole misunderstanding. Even though he succeeded the war because he's completely changed the perception of main man. But it's just kind of like, bro, like you don't drop enough to jump in.
Exactly, and that's what I was telling Joe about this nigga being at the Super Bowl. I don't agree with Kendrick
but that's where
being at the Super Bowl because nigga, you got. Like, the reason you buzzing right now is because you was just beefing with a nigga.
But this mentality is, I'm not going to say it's wrong.
Oh, shit.
But I disagree with it.
And, you know, even the fans kind of cut him up about that. But that is a criticism that Kendrick gets. So Dr. Dre responded to this. He spoke about, you know, sometimes artists are timeless and sometimes artists are for the times. And he gave a breakdown on what he thinks about Kendrick being criticized about that. So I'm going to show you guys that and then we'll come back. Check it out.
Kendrick is one of those artists that we call forever artists.
Okay, define that for me.
He could disappear for 5 years or something like that and come back and our heads up.
Yeah.
You know? Some artists feel like I have to do something all the time so I won't be forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
You know? That's not him. He can disappear and come back with something that's shocking, that's amazing, and everybody's going to tune in and listen.
So that's what Dr. Dre had to say about this. A lot of people are going to assume that he was talking about Drake when he says, you know, some artists have to drop every year to stay relevant. And some artists like Kendrick Lamar are timeless and they can come back and give us a classic album whenever he feels like it. You know, and Drake fits that mold, but he's not the only one, man. A lot of times these record labels require artists to drop albums because they're trying to recoup their money. You know, record labels give you a couple $1 million. They want their money back and some. So you're required to put out this many albums in this many years. You know, you might have a 5-album record deal in the next, 10 years. So you got to put out an album every other year, basically. So a lot of times people think Kendrick Lamar, you know, doesn't drop because of whatever reason, but really he's just not required to. A lot of times artists ain't required to do all that. They have the creative freedom to do what they want to do. And Kendrick obviously has that creative freedom. And in a recent song that he dropped where he kind of addressed this, Kendrick Lamar said this. He said, "They wonder why I'm not enthused to drop. The more visible you get, the more your spiritual is tried." So Kendrick is saying that I have the freedom to not drop music and drop albums, and obviously he feels a way like if I get more visible, my spiritual side gets tried a little bit more. That's what he says in this song. So maybe he has a valid reason on why he doesn't drop albums as frequently as some of his peers or some of the other artists. But that's his choice. And, you know, as an artist, I respect art. So I'm glad that, you know, he gives us quality pieces rather than, you know, just throwing out a bunch of music every year and it lose quality year to year. You know, every time Kendrick Lamar drops, we listen. Every time Kendrick Lamar puts out music, we're excited about it and we want to hear it. And I'd rather him stay with that mystique and stay with that pattern than giving us something every year just so we could say, yo, Kendrick came out again. Kendrick dropped another album. Like, is it good though? You know what I mean? Is it good? Does it mean anything? Does it impact? Is it something that I'm going to play, 10 years from now? And a lot of these projects that come out these days aren't like that. So I appreciate an artist being an artist and treating their craft and treating their product like art, So that's what it is, man. Urban Legend with 11s, you know what it is. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next topic. I'm out of here.